crime, trauma. That's what we talk about on the Law Enforcement Talk radio show and podcast. Those who can give a glimpse behind the badge, the reality of police work. Those who can talk about trauma they've been through. Police, other first responders, military, victims of crime, their spouses or survivors are all welcome on the Law Enforcement Talk radio show. Yes, there have been lots of changes. We'll talk about those in a few moments. Welcome to the Law Enforcement Talk radio show. In the Law Enforcement Talk radio show, we are joined by special guests talking about their experiences, the realities of investigating crimes, plus those who have experienced horrendous trauma. Police, first responders, military, and victims of crime share their stories. Hi, I'm John J. Wiley. In addition to being a broadcaster, I'm also a retired police sergeant. Be sure to check out our website, letradio.com, and also like us on Facebook. Search for the Law Enforcement Talk radio show. You could say that this is a special episode of the Law Enforcement Talk radio show and podcast because it's just me. No guest today. Hi, I'm John J. Wiley. There have been lots of changes and people are wondering. They're asking me questions about the guest. What type of guest do I have on the Law Enforcement Talk radio show? What's going on? Nothing is changing. The types of guests. We have two types of guests on the Law Enforcement Talk radio show. We have police, active, retired. When I say police, deputies, agents, troopers, you name it, peace officers that can tell the realities of investigating crime. Then we have about 70% of our guests are either going to be active, former, retired peace officers, police officers, other first responders, military, victims of crime, their spouses or survivors, talking about trauma they went through, how it impacted them, and what they did to build their lives afterwards. And no one is forced to talk about stuff that they're really uncomfortable with. This is a nationally syndicated radio show. We now have 110 affiliate stations, AM/FM commercial stations across the United States, broadcasting the show weekly to about 35 million combined population. That's before episodes are converted to a podcast. There are more than 525 episodes of the podcast that are free. What's a podcast? Well, you're listening to one right now, so you know how to consume it. Do me a big favor. If you like the show, tell a friend or two or three or four or 27 if that makes you comfortable. How you can help, just let people know. Tell people about the show. Tell them about the Facebook page. Do a search on Facebook for Law Enforcement Talk Radio Show. And your input will help us grow. When you see posts that you like, that you agree with, that I make on the page, share them to your page. Share them to groups that you belong to. That will go a long way. I want to tell you a little bit about the history of this show. All right? Law Enforcement Today was the initial partner. Back in March of 2017, we started the show, and we're posting the show organically on our page. We had a partnership. It was a great deal. I've got nothing bad to say about them. We have decided to go different ways. So hence the name of the show is now called the Law Enforcement Talk Radio Show and Podcast. Other than the name, it's a very slight change, nothing has changed. We started the show in March of 2017. It was being posted on their Facebook page, which is a big one, by the way. Just look for Law Enforcement Today. Organically, and a radio station upstate New York heard an episode, reached out via email, said, hey, can you create a radio version? Which we did. I self-syndicated the first 13 stations. Now we're syndicated by Talk Media Network. Their website's talkmedianetwork.com. Josh Lang and his crew do an outstanding job. The show is loaded onto satellites and made available, also with internet delivery, to affiliate stations. If you are interested in adding the show to your radio station, your AM/FM News Talk radio station, just send me an email. It's j@letradio.com. And by the way, that'd be a great time to let you know about our website, letradio.com. Lots of great things going on there. You can listen to past episodes of the show for free. We do the podcast episodes twice a week, Wednesdays and Sundays. If something is a special episode, meaning One like this, where it's a very short episode that doesn't go on radio, is labeled as a special episode. If I've got an older episode that I digitally remaster and reintroduce, that's also labeled as a special episode. Everything else is brand new. So if you're interested in being a guest on the Law Enforcement Talk radio show and podcast, just send me an email, jay@letradio.com. Or just go to our website, the Contact Us page, letradio.com. I will tell you how to communicate with me. We will get it set up. It's quick. It's easy. I use a radio studio in Palm Beach County. Guests don't need any special equipment. We use a talk radio format. I use the board. I call the guest. It's simple. It's easy. No fuss, no muss, no video. None of that stuff. Just their stories. And there's some powerful, powerful stories. So again, we changed the name. It's the Law Enforcement Talk radio show and podcast. I've got nothing bad to say. I had a great partnership with law enforcement today. I wish them well. But we're going in different ways. So the radio show is one thing. The podcast is another. Right now, the radio show has 110 affiliate stations broadcasting weekly to about 35 million combined population. Its pitch to radio is doing what the true crime channels, hint, hint, you know which ones I'm talking about, do for television. The podcast episodes of the radio show are converted to podcast about a week later. And right now, the podcast is a top 1.5% ranked podcast. You can help us grow into the decimal points. It's very hard for us to do just by listening to more episodes and telling more of your friends. So I say this all the time. If you like the show, tell a couple friends. That will help us grow tremendously. Don't need money. Don't need any stuff. And for those who are interested in advertising their business, their service, their products, whatever it might be, their brands, on the nationally syndicated Law Enforcement Talk radio show, the podcast, our email newsletter, our social media, just reach out to me. We make it super easy. jay@letradio.com. We can put you in front of millions of people to consume and listen to your service, your business, your product, your brand, whatever it might be. So just reach out. Send me an email, jay@letradio.com. Again, you can contact me quickly and easily. Just go to our website, letradio.com, or you can also reach out to me via, I'm on all the social medias, but our main one and our main focus is Facebook. So if you have a Facebook account, just reach out to me. Look for Law Enforcement Talk Radio Show on Facebook, and be sure to click like and follow. Just wanted to take a few moments to let you know that, yes, things have changed, but nothing has changed. Same great content, same great show. And if you're interested in being a guest, just reach out. Let me know. Thanks so much. The Law Enforcement Talk radio show is a nationally syndicated weekly radio show broadcast on numerous AM and FM radio stations across the country. We're always adding more affiliate stations. If you enjoyed the podcast version of the show, which is always free, please do me a favor and tell a friend or two or three. I'll be back in just a few days with another episode of the Law Enforcement Talk radio show and podcast. Until then, this is John J. Wiley. See ya.